It's a great day here at KEKFILA's YouTube channel. I am your host, KEKFILA, aka Sage, bringing you Game 8 of 9 of the July 15th TCG Regional. And it looks like here I low rolled a 3, he got a 4. I'm playing against Zoro, I'm playing Doflamingo. My guy, he was all perched up on where he's at right there, you know? His setup's really scuffed, but he played well. Like, honestly, can't make fun of them. We're both, X and 1 into round 8. Definitely high caliber players coming in. I'm very happy I'm seeing Zoro. Not so happy about losing the die roll, but I can still manage. He does not mulligan, which makes it a little harder for me thinking what my hand can do. And if I keep or mulligan, and it looks like I decide to keep, and I'm not sure exactly what was in my hand at the time. And we're just gonna jump right into the game, basically. He actually plays an Ezo off the bat, getting a Whitebeard Pirates, and then passing turn. And I then go to my 2 Dawn turn, thinking what I should do. Do I play a Perona? Do I not play a Perona? And I'm thinking, why? I guess I play the Perona because I'm just trying to build a board, and this can swing at a board. I'm not quite sure what I'm doing with that, to be honest. I think it just depends on the matchup. I definitely want to use Dofi's skill right away, and but maybe that was an option just in case I wanted to do something different. Because normally I wait till turn 2, but this time, because of certain things, I decided not to do that. So I let him then go. He places down a Buggy, and he also gets a Whitebeard Pirates, and then Whitebeard Pirates gets a Marco. Just using a lot of skills, and then lastly, he definitely has a Whitebeard Pirates left, but he has a Dawn left here. He swings 6. I probably don't have a 2K in my hand, which is unfortunate. And I feign a trigger. There is no trigger there. I don't have one. And I decide to swing 5. I want to build board here. I play the Jinbei. The Jinbei is going to make it hard. This has kind of been my go-to going second against cards that don't like seeing Jinbei. And I'll place this down to kind of make it difficult. So he actually just makes it pretty simple. He just plays the Marco, swings 5. I counter out of it with some BS card. Actually, I'm just going to scoot back here for a second. I give him a Boa Hancock cap. And then I go to my turn. I'm on my 6th Dawn turn. I attach 2, and I'm going to swing 7. He ends up just taking it. Doesn't even look at the trigger. I swing 8. He takes this as well. Going down to 2 life. Playing Akuma. Both my cards do something, right? That's the powerful thing. But my guy, he has 10 cards in hand, right? He doesn't counter out anything. And he's just seeing all these searchers, all these blockers, building a large field. Kind of does what Zoro does, and he ends up getting that down. He swings for 7. 7 onto my, I believe. And I definitely want, no, my leader. Oh, okay. And he swings 7 again at my leader. Okay. I definitely want to use my field next turn to definitely attack his field. So I give him a 2K and a 1K. I can't give him too much free advantage. He swings 7K again with his leader. And he has 4 Dawn left. So I don't see here. He plays a Machino, getting another thing. So he needs another 7K. So I don't want to go down to 1 life on this turn, even though my hand's completely massive, but it's coming down to like a quick race, and his hand's big. He has Dawn active. I can't just kill him the next turn. I have to fight only board this next turn, and he actually might be attacking my character here. I don't quite remember. I let it go, and then I bottom deck the Buggy, which just makes sense. And I only have 2 characters to attack with, my leader and this character. So everything's pretty darn slow. I wasn't able to get a good advantage rolling early. And, I mean, let's see if I can make up with this, right? I'm definitely swinging with this Kuma at something, most likely at either the Ezo or the Machino. The Machino seems to be more the problem target. But I swing 5, killing the Machino, and I'm going to attach 2. I'm going to swing 7, and I want to attack the Ezo for this scenario, and playing the Jinbei, which is pretty good. And then I pay 3. We play the Doflamingo blocker. I need to get something defensive out here, right? And Essentially, I leave 2 up from Love Mellow, or maybe it's a Bluff Mellow. I don't quite remember. I did have a lot of Love Mellows I've seen this game, and actually that's something I could have really worked with, like at the end of this game. But it's I had a way out, basically, is what I'm trying to say. So I go 7. All of that. I have 2 Dawn left over for absolutely no reason. My opponent, he thinks here for a moment, and he ends up fire fisting both my Kuma and the Jinbei and the 3-cost blocker. Fire Fist absolutely eats Doflamingo sometimes when I go for this mid-range board. And it's just unfortunate I'm able to make it too defensive. This is a pretty offensive lineup from him. He swings 7, and I have to think here, looking at the top of my deck, how I want to do things. And it looks like I decide that I need a counter out of this. And I guess I'm overthinking. I give him a 2K and a 1K. He's like, what the heck is that? I'm like, oh yeah, that's the new art. Pretty cool. And then after doing that, he swings 7 again. And I'm really just thinking what he's going to do. He still has 4 Dawn active. Not sure what that really means. I'm assuming that's a Marco blocker, which is pretty frustrating. And it looks like I give him another 2K and a 1K. Plays the Marco blocker and passes turn. I then go to my 10 Dawn turn. Now, there's a couple things that might be really nice if I could just do this. Watching Kek play cards is like an emotional roller coaster. Kind of is. So it looks like I'm kind of spacing my Dawn. Do I play a 9-drop? Oh, looks like I thought about it. Man, I have short-term memory thinking about what I did. Oh, it looks like I'm going to play it, but I don't know which I'm going to get rid of. I want to get rid of the bigger one so he doesn't go aggressive. But if I get rid of the smaller one, the blocker, it's different. So does that. Honestly, though, I think maybe I should have went for the bigger one. I should attack the bigger one and then kill the blocker one. And the bottom deck dip. But I decided to do the bigger one because of reasons. So, I then decided to keep this blocker up for reasons. He ends up attaching 1 Dawn, just swinging 7 with the blocker. I'm going to block with that, playing this, and attacking me again for 7 on my leader. Play another blocker, 3 Dawn active. Pretty simple turn. He has 2 life, he has 2 cards, and then I'm like, well, I can't really do anything with this. And I draw for turn. And I'm really thinking this out. I have somewhat of a board going on here. And essentially, he plays it a Dawn, by the way, and gets some sort of card. Don't remember what it was. But essentially, it looks like I'm going to wait till I see exactly what my first move was. Attach a Dawn to this. And I swing 6. 6 at lead. And I'm not going to swing it as Marco blocker. The reason why I don't want to, because I don't want him ditching Whitebeards, right? At this point, Whitebeard hurts him. He doesn't want to play down Whitebeard, right? So, I swing 6 at his leader. His hand's still pretty darn healthy. I can't just win game off of these. And he thinks about it for some time, what he should do. And he decides finally to give me he gave me an Otama, sorry. And then I swing 7 at leader, and he takes it. He just takes it, doesn't even think about it, takes it, and then swings 9. Looks like he counters. I have another thing here, and then he blocks the 9. Obviously. Then I play this Kuma. I have 2 cards in hand. To tell you the truth, they're both Love Mellows. Okay, that's the main thing. They're both Love Mellows. And so I kind of force him in a spot where I have a blocker up. I have 2 Love Mellows. Even if he swings 4 times, there's no way he gets through that, right? So he Fire Fists just to get rid of the 1 blocker, which obviously perfectly legal, right? Using his second Fire Fist in this game. And he then throws 3 Dawn on, 1 Dawn on his leader, 3 Dawn on the Dan, swinging for 7, which is obviously a good number. And I'm thinking, wow, what do I do here? I actually think I should have taken this, so he has to go for game. But he actually had game, so I don't do that. I'm basically relying on a 2K counter at this point, right? Because the top of my deck doesn't have any of those 2K counters. Yeah, can't win now. He's got 4 or 7K, so it's game over. Yeah. So I love. I draw this. So I put him in this position where now he has to make a decision. Does he go for my board, or does he go for that? And I think to myself, okay, he still has 2 Dawn active. He should be swinging here, leaving 2 blockers up. And he swings 7 actually at my Pacifista. And the main thing here, I honestly should have let this go. But I did want to get the use of my Love Mellow and maybe even go for him for game. Again, I don't know what I'm thinking. I can't go for game next turn with this. But I'm putting a even worse position, right, over time. So he has 3 cards in hand, 2 active Dawn, 2 active blockers. I can't kill him next turn even if I wanted to. And so he swings 7 at this. And I'm just kind of relying on maybe a Love Mellow being in my life at this point, right? That's what I'm relying on for the next turn. And so I think I top deck, or at least I damaged a 3-cost blocker Doflamingo. And this is where everything should have went, oh man, I really wish I kept this Love Mellow. I really did. It would have changed so much, but honestly, it was the hindsight part of it. But now this is like, well, this is the possibility that could happen, okay? And I'll actually walk you through what happened. So there's 2 Love Mellows on top of my deck. So that means there has been 0 Love Mellows that have been there's 0 Love Mellows in my life, right? Because all 4 would be visible. So I can't rely on the one in my life anymore, which sucks really freaking bad. So I pay 4. I bottom deck one of the Marcos. Okay, because that's what I should do at the begin with. He's gonna attack with it or that. And just gonna put him in that kind of spot. And I looks like I attack first 9K at the Dan. I have to stop his lethality on me, and if I swing anything less than 9, he might just like double Rad Beam, and then like 1 Rad Beam and just get over that. So, and he didn't like me swinging into that, but it's kind of what it was. It dies, and then I swing. I attach 1 here, and I actually go 5 at his leader. Doesn't matter to me how big I'm attacking with. He takes a 5. Obviously, I swing for 7. He gives me a guard point, and then I pay 3. I'm gonna play the blocker. The blocker is my saving grace. Thinking, okay, well, he has to deal with my blocker now, which is basically, he has to have to KO it and then attack twice or something like this. Basically kind of putting him in a spot, and I have 2 Dawn open, having a Bluff Mellow. I guess there's no reason for a Bluff Mellow, but I do have a Bluff Mellow here. And obviously I have 2 in life, so he's like, well, I have 2 in the trash, so... he places down the Ezo right away, and, happens to top deck his Saving Grace, the 3rd and final Fire Fist, and uses Fire Fist right away, leaving him with 6 Dawn left. Fire Fist killing my blocker and then just attacking me twice. If I have the Love Mellow, I obviously win, but I don't have a Love Mellow here, so it's not going to save me. Yeah, I mean, my opponent has to do the right thing right there too. So he does this, and then swings for. Wait, no, thinks here for a second. He has so much active. He's like, well, if you have it, you have it. It doesn't matter. You only have 1 card in hand. So I swing 7. I gotta take it. And then he swings 10, putting me as I lose. And it was kind of the unfortunate thing, and I'll actually show you here a little bit. So I'm showing I have Love Mellows, and the main thing I want to say about these Love Mellows is that I could have, if I did somehow let the Pacifista go for no reason, just keep the 1 Love Mellow in hand, then played the 3-cost Doflamingo the turn, that same turn, next turn after, I would have seen I had 3 Love Mellows. So I had 1 in hand and 2 on the top of the deck. And I could have chained all 3 of them. It's the Mississippi Chain Gang. And then eventually kill my opponent within the next 2 turns. But, you know, that's pretty hindsight. I think maybe I'll try that the next time when I'm put in a very bad position like that. But I appreciate everybody watching and checking out the channel. Again, I'm working a lot with Will to Win Gaming on YouTube and his Patreon and his Discord. So check out all 3 of those if you haven't already. And the last and final game will be tomorrow. And it'll be match 9 of 9 again. I'm now 6-2. But I still have a chance to make top 64 and get all those fantastic money prizes. So I'll see you guys tomorrow in the next video. Ciao.